Welcome back! As is usual in a King's Quest game, we are helping out the locals. We gave these poor fisher men, well, one poor fisherman and his wife, a pouch of diamonds. And in trade we got their fishing pole. Which is not exactly a fair trade, but hey, we weren't doing it for the rewards or anything. We were doing it to help. And plus, who knows what we can do with a fishing pole. Well, actually, I know what we can do with a fishing pole. We can fish! Let's try that out. Maybe we'll have more luck than the fisherman. I'm just saving, just in case. Never hurts in a CR game. Eagerly, from the end of the pier, you fling the line of the fishing pole into the ocean. What the hell is she doing with it? A boot! Almost immediately you feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and fights your line as you slowly reel it in. There it is! You have caught yourself an old waterlogged boot. But since you have no need of a boot, you toss it back into the water. That's not really the adventure game character spirit. You carry everything with you that's not nailed down. You know what might improve our luck if we had some kind of bait. And we have a worm. Scrunching up your delicate nose, you gingerly bait the hook of the fishing pole with the large earthworm. A lure would also help, but we don't actually need one. Nor can you get one. So unlike in the longest journey, you can actually catch fish without one. So let's try that again. Eagerly, from the end of the pier, you fling the baited line of the fishing pole into the ocean. The fish don't seem to be biting. Let's try that again. Come on, I want to fish. Don't give up so quickly. I need that damn fish. Well, this is going to be the entire video, isn't it? I'm not missing anything, am I? Fairly sure this ought to work. Almost immediately you feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and finds your line as you slowly reel it in. There it is! You've caught yourself a fine fat fish. So apparently the fisherman was just an idiot. Or really impatient, which is not really a good trait for a fisherman. We have a dead fish. Well, since he's dead, there's not really any point in throwing him back and hoping for a ride or anything to the other side of the ocean. Although, that does make me wonder, what is on the other side of this water? After all, Genesta flew west when she left us on the beach. So I guess Genesta lives somewhere off to the west. I'm kind of curious to see that. Let's see if we can get somewhere by swimming west. And of course, this being a King's Quest game, these waters are dangerous. Nope, not ready for the whale yet. We will need to deal with that whale later. We're getting very tired, but we're also close to the coast, so we don't care. We'll need the whale later, but there's something we need before we can actually do that. If we stay near the whale too long, it will in fact suck us down and swallow us whole. Like, you know, Jonas or Geppetto, I guess. And we need a certain item before we can actually escape from that, which we don't have yet, but we will soon. Seems we have found some more land. You stare out at the ocean and the white sand of this secluded island. From the middle of the island, a majestic ivory palace towers, surrounded by a lovely manicured garden. I would guess that is where Genesta lives. Let's take a look. You're roaming through the wonderful island garden. Towering beside you is an enchanting ivory palace. You see an interesting statue within this part of the garden. Looks to be two dolphins or something. Depicted in the statue, a pair of dolphins leap gracefully from a wave. Quite nice. Anything to the south here? More beach. The beautiful blue ocean washes gently upon the shore of the magical island. Dominating the center of this island is a splendid ivory palace. And there's a peacock. You have found yourself upon the most beautiful and exotic island. In the center of this island, a wondrous ivory palace towers. Behind you, the azure ocean washes gently upon the island's sparkling beach. That is quite a nice looking place. A majestic peacock with a beautiful tail struts by. Peacock shows up on different places. Don't think there's actually anything you need with him. And he's gone now anyway. Let's check out that tower. Genesta's tiny fairies guard the palace door. Before you, the palace door beckons, flanked on both sides by lilac shrubs. Oh. Guess we need to spell it like that. Two small fairies hover protectively above the palace door. Let's see if we can go inside. No. Knock, door. The tiny fairies watch you closely, but they don't seem to object, so let's go inside. This is the entry hall of the enchanted ivory palace. Two of the doors are closed and presumably off limits to uninvited visitors. The left doorway, however, is open. Well, since we are an uninvited visitor at this point, let's just head left, then. Why am I saving? You can't die here. You know how you can tell that Genesta is one of the good guys? Handrails! You're on a tower stairway of the island's ivory palace. Let's see where this leads us. To Genesta, it seems. Genesta's bedchamber is very beautiful and serene. Genesta lies very still upon a seashell bed, her concerned fairy helpers hovering near, and her pet snow leopard lying close by. So Genesta is a Mac, eh? Okay, stupid pun, I know. The loving fairy is visibly fading fast within hours. If she doesn't get her magic talisman back, she'll be dead. This will be a loss for Tamir, as the evil Olot will come to power. Indeed. Can we talk to her? As you attempt to speak to the gravely ill Genesta, her small fairy helpers flutter madly about, trying to prevent you from disturbing her. And here I was kind of hoping we could ask her for help with the unicorn thing. But it seems we cannot. How about you? How about the leopard? Can he help us? A white, spotted snow leopard lies on the floor of Genesta's bedchamber. It lies quite still, but for an occasional twitch of its tail. That's probably not a good idea. Really? Kiss the leopard. It's also probably not a good idea. Genesta's tiny fairy helpers flit furiously about, trying to keep you from disturbing the dying fairy. Okay, well, I guess we'd better leave her alone. The only way we can help her is by getting that talisman back. Let's explore the rest of this island. Yes, we know they do that, because we've seen them do it before. Let's see. Is there anything else to do here? More beach. You see a sparkling sand beach of an exotic island. Before you, in the center of the island, a wonderful ivory palace rises. A lovely garden surrounds the palace. They're a bit variations of the same theme, all of these messages, aren't they? You're standing in the lovely garden of this enchanted island. Beside you rises a grand ivory palace. Within this garden, a bridge emblazoned with the figures of swans arches over a little pond. A beautiful white swan floats serenely upon it. It's quite nice. The swan-carved bridge arches elegantly over the little pond. Can we actually cross that bridge? Yes, we can. No point in doing it, but it's possible. There's a bird in the tree there. There are many exotic birds on this island. You see many unusual and lovely trees on this island. I don't recall what kind of bird that is with the yellow thing on his head. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. And there's a peacock again. You see the beach of a beautiful enchanted island. Behind you, an ivory palace rises majestically. A luxuriant garden encircles the magnificent palace. Hey, either there's more than one peacock or he just teleported. Must have taken lessons from the cat. And there's a feather on the ground by the looks of it. Something catches your eye. Why, it's a beautiful peacock feather. There. That better? Am I close enough now? Stupid game. A beautiful feather. Nice. It seems we've gone all the way around. So, nothing left to do but head back towards the mainland and continue with our quest. But we'll have to do that in the next video.